Nashim News. I'm Rizwan Asad. I have with me famous scientist Dr. Ameeen. And there is a famous saying by the eminent scientist Einstein that science without religion is lame and religion without science is blind. Today I have got with me Dr. Ameeen, noted scientist. He predicts uh, last year also he predicted about when the world is going to come to an end. And today he has got a very good topic that the sun, like in another by July, the sun is going to rise from the west. Scientifically, he's going to tell us and speak to us. Dr. Amin Saab, welcome to Nashima News. And you have always been predicting when the world is going to come to an end. Last time also you did the prophecy, and this time also today you have told that by July next year, July 4th, the sun is going to rise from the west, and the full hemisphere and atmosphere will change, and internet will be banned. So can you just elaborate? And it is Dr. Amin's prophecy, and we are telling you clearly, believe it. You want to believe it. If you don't believe it, it's up to you. So
Usually we'll say sun rises from west. So one will think that the earth will stop and will start rotating in opposite direction. Actually, it is not so. What happens is, if you study the earth, at the center of the earth, there is iron core, and surrounding the iron core, we have liquid iron. And liquid iron is moving around the core. So that liquid iron has got positive charges and negative charges. So to one side we have more positive charges, and to the other side we have more negative charges. Now what has happened is, once in 7,80,000 years, these positive charges they move towards negative charges, and negative charges starts moving towards positive charges. Now already we have spent 7,79,999 years we have already spent, and 1 year is actually 1 year is also not there. Just 3 months are left. I have calculated that since the inception of Earth, near 4.51 billion years, we have calculated 5828 such changes. Now 5829, this one is due by 4th July 2025. So when this day comes, the polarity will change. So what the compass needle is showing north and south direction will show south north direction. So automatically east becomes west and west becomes east. When this happens, we'll say that sun rises from west. Only the name is changing, but changes are more here. So what happens is the Earth's magnetic field is reduced now, and it becomes almost nil by July 2029. When the magnetic field becomes zero, what happens is what we are using magnetic field now, that we will not be able to use it in further. So our mobiles, our TVs, so many things, even our electricity, we are depending on magnetic field. When the magnetic field becomes zero, all this becomes useless. And at the same
let
time,
me interrupt. You have been speaking this. What is the? How did you calculate this? Because people today, science there, and how do you calculate it? What is the calculation? How do you come to a conclusion like this? Because today everything needs proof, and people will be asking you, how come doctor is saying that the 4th July is going to be sun is going to rise in the west? It's questionable.
actually, it is the basis of this. So scientifically, already I have told, once in 7,80,000 years, the polarity will change. Now, what has happened is science is helpless after some extent. So we study science and we say that after these years, this will happen. Now, what has happened is the day the Earth came into existence, that day we couldn't calculate till date. So till date, we say that it is 4.54 billion years plus or minus something. So that means that date is not accurate. So and once that date is we are not getting, we can't calculate which date the poles will change. So what I did is I studied science only till extent and found that 7,80,000 years it is changing, and I start calculating exact date of inception of Earth. So that I got it from Islam. So in Islam, the main pillar is our Prophet Muhammad. So we know how many years our Prophet stayed with us, and that age is 63 years and 3 days plus some hours. And of course, prenatal age also will include, that will be of 40 weeks. So 40 weeks plus 63 years and 3 days and some hours. That is the total age spent on this earth. That age we have equated with 14 billion years. So usually what happens is 13.78 what we are saying, that is in solar. In lunar, it will be more because lunar years are shorter. So that's why I approximated as for 14 billion years. So 14 billion years I have equated with prenatal age of Muhammad, non-prophetic age of Muhammad, and prophetic age of Muhammad. So by studying these, by equating the age with this 14 billion years, I got the exact age of the exact date on which the earth came into existence. So that I have proved mathematics. So after getting that date, I have counted how many swapping of poles are there. I came to know that 58, 20, 58, 20, 57, 28 swappings have already happened. And 58, 29 is due just by next year.
So your studies and your readings and whatever practice you've done, how authentic it is, any other scientist have done or some forum you have gone through, or that's been presented somewhere else, authenticity and got a team or
When once you named a person as scientist, what happens is he will be having knowledge of science. That's why you are calling it as a science piece. So science, as I told, it goes to some extent, and after that it becomes lame. So when once it becomes lame, we have to take the support of some other thing, and which are taken as Islam. In Islam, and in particular, Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam.
but most of the people always say that we don't know when a person is going to die, when the world is going to come to an end, or what's going to happen. How sure are you of predicting? Because see, today's world, everybody it's an internet world, computerized world, AI has come, GP, that has come. So, how do you authenticate this? Because see, it's very tough to conceal, and once you say no, it doesn't happen. What's going to happen?
It's very simple. See, already I have told that I have assumed the total age of this one creation is 14 billion years. So already for 13.39 I have proved.
And what are the symptoms? That you have told me because on Thursday it's going to be full darkness, then again Friday afternoon and then night darkness, and then Saturday 4th July.
That I will come to there. But already we have told that the singularity, what we say that it is Big Bang, which I don't believe. I believe in big interaction. The God particle interacted with fundamental particles and all this happened. And that happened in 1339, 13.39 billion years. And the remaining period, out of 14 billion years, the remaining period, after that it will come to an end. It's very easy, it's mathematics. And as you say that the three days how we are telling, one of the hadiths of Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, 3 nights of yours, that is what we are spending here now, 3 nights will be totally dark. So that means when the swapping poles is happening on 4th July, so that is coming on Friday. So Thursday night will be as usual. Friday, the day has to start. Why we call it day is because of the light of sun is reaching us. That's why we say day. What happens on that day is the light of sun will not reach us. It will be dark. So already we have spent the Thursday night. Friday day, that will be in darkness. And again Friday night will come. So what Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, it is true. 3 nights it will be dark. So one night plus one day plus one night. So 3 days of darkness we have to undergo. And during such changes, more disturbances will be there.
Like what about disturbance?
So
From today onwards.
it will affect the health first of all.
Who's it?
Our health, our health, living beings. Then finally, the main reason is when these things happen inside the earth, that is changing of poles. what magnetic field we have above in the atmosphere, that will not be there. That means what protection we are getting from the sun, what is sun, what problems the sun is creating. The magnetic field is protecting us now. It is shielding us. When that is reduced, we will be direct to the sun. So what all happens to the sun, that will affect us.
But you said some symptoms like tremors and floods. Anything
See,
can happen till July.
these calamities will happen. See, already they have started, and you are not noticing. Earlier, rain was there. Now it is not rain. Nobody will call this as rain because it is damaging so much. So rain is more, and it is unexpected. Now four seasons were there earlier. Now four seasons are not there. Now this season, what we can't say because
Unexpected.
it is unexpected. No summer, no winter, no rainy season. So everything is changed.
How will the nature?
Nature, we have to suffer till July because this will be maximum by 4th July, and after that it will subside. So by 4th July, more disturbances will go.
And you were telling that internet will go, your TV channel, laptops, your computers, the full system will change. So how do you, after the what is the rectification, and how do you come to that conclusion is going to happen?
In radio, in television, in your mobiles and all, we are using these electromagnetic waves. That is because of the Earth's magnetic field. When that is getting disturbed, naturally in the atmosphere these things will be there. When the carrier waves only are not there, how you will carry your transmission? So with the help of magnetic waves, you are adding to that and you are propagating. When that base is not there, what you will propagate? Your talks and all will not you can't propagate like that only. You are depending on this one magnetic field and its waves are there. When waves are missing, everything is lost.
So once the sun starts rising in the west, the
Yes.
magnetic field will change.
Yeah.
Then how do you see the the universe function?
Everything remains the same. The names are different, that's all.
Something bad will happen or something good will
Now
happen.
already bad, the happening of this and bad things are already started because we are facing so many things. This will be more. Landslides are more, earthquakes are more, floods are more calamities are
But
more.
after July 4th,
After July 4th, it has to reduce because the poles will set after that. When they change, again they will accumulate more. The magnetic field increases, but it takes time. Till then, we have to find some alternate.
so now that you said that the north will become south, south will become north. What about this Vastu and people say seeing the Qibla.
Everything remains the same.
So Vastu which is southeast or east, that people will start saying that see on the west, the west.
Everything remains the same. You are calling X as Y and Y as X. That's all. Name will not bring any change.
So the Qibla will be the it will become east.
Yeah, you have to call it as East, but you are standing in
You're
the same position.
Same position, but it will be known
You
as
will be
east.
calling as East. That's all. That makes
So
no difference.
the full calendar of events, full
Everything is
same, only the name change.
only the name change. That's all. You are calling X as Y.
So how many people believe you?
It is not the question of belief, first of all, because everything is based on.
No, I'm just asking.
Everything is based on.
See, I should be asking you question because this is what you're telling is a very big thing.
No.
And you're predicting something which
Which is unique.
Which is unique. So the people are trusting you, believing you, and people what you say it should be authentic.
When once we prove mathematically, you have to go through our calculations and you have to come to a conclusion. You have to say that your calculations are wrong. Unless you prove that,
Has anybody proved you wrong?
to prove my this one and to stand in my place, it needs two things. One, the science background. The other one is the religious background. Usually, people they will be masters in one field, and nobody has this 50-50 type of expertise. So neither I am in science nor I am in religion. I have studied both to some extent, and I have come to a conclusion. And without the help of each other, I can't predict anything. You study my religion and you study my science, and you can ask any questions in that.
No. Now you're dealing with religion here. What about other religions? Also, do they calculate
In,
on that?
in other religion also, they call it as Bhavisha Malika. In Bhavisha Malika, they say 7 days of darkness, 7 days of darkness in Hinduism, 3 days of darkness in Islam. No, what has happened is both are correct in my eyes. If you consider that Bhavisha Malika, what they say is 7 days of darkness, these people, their ancestors, they have done all these calculations and they have come to a conclusion and they said that 7 days of darkness will be gone. Actually, one correction is needed there. That person might have told, that learned person, he might have told that seventh day will be dark. Usually seventh day is Friday only because we start only from Saturday. So from Saturday to Friday, Friday becomes the seventh day. Seventh day, he might have told that seventh day will be dark. And through generations, it has become 7 days of darkness. That might be a possibility. I'm not denying any religion here. They are also correct. We are also correct.
Now coming to our question, did you sit with any of the religious leaders and speak to them and come to any conclusion before you bring out this data?
To understand my stand, one should have both in knowledge. If you bring one expert from one this one, it is not possible for me to convince him because either he will be good in science or either he will be good in religion. You have to find a person who knows both the things, which is very difficult because we had scientists, very great scientists we had. They study science and they went off. And in religion also we have so many experts. They know everything orally, and they are experts in that. And how do you mix these two? It's very difficult.
Sir, last time also when I interviewed you, you were told about the world is going to come to an end.
Of course, even today also I'm telling
So when is that?
36 crore years are left over.
Oh, 36 crore.
36 crore years for the earth and sun and everything. But we will go early. We have very short period. We have only 800 years for doomsday, another 90 years for judgment day. And the matter ends.
So you see, after the next year, July 4th, after the sun rising from the west, the 36,000 crores years.
No, yeah, that is in 2025. In
From that day,
from that day, 2915 is our this one judgment day. After that, 36 crore years.
36 crore.
36 crore. Everything
So you
is
stand
given.
by it.
And the last numbers that also proved it as 111. And our Hindu brothers, they are putting the same 111 of their forehead. So that proves my authentication, even in other religion.
Has anybody challenged you?
Once again, I will say the same thing. To challenge my this one has to study both, which is very difficult and rare.
It was very nice speaking to Dr. Ameeen Saab. He's always been predicting, and he has told today also that there will be 36,000 crore year world doomsday to come. But a very significant today what he has told that July 4th next year 2025 the sun will rise from the west. Until then there will be a lot of calamities, there will be a lot of destruction, there will be a lot of landslides. We have to bear with that. It remains to be seen this prophecy will be true or not. We have to believe it. If not, it's up to you. I am Rizwan Asad, signing off on Asad.